Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. It's a new week and we are going to continue with Resident Evil Zero. Let me just turn off that music because I can't even hear myself. So, we made some progress in Resident Evil Zero last week, and by we made some progress, I mean we did the same thing twice because I got stuck at the Bat boss and had to go back and get more resources. But now we're finally through with all that and heading into the lab. I actually did some surface level exploration last time and then Billy got eaten. So, yeah. We are quote unquote entering for the first time, but we did make some progress that we then lost last time. So this time we need to be extra careful to not leave any zombies in the room. Gonna have to get accustomed to all the buttons again. We need to give Rebecca the grappling, the hook shot, that is. I keep wanting to call it a grappling gun. I should just call it a hook shot. It's way easier to remember. It's the same name as the Zelda tool, so. Anyway, I'm excited to see what the lab holds. I'm just happy to see new content, really. That bad boss was pretty bad. And even on this attempt, I had to waste pretty much all my grenade shells on it. We should probably not have Billy equip this. Yeah, let's go with handguns for now. No need to waste precious ammo of our more powerful weapons. Alright. This will open at one point, but not yet. Right, so what happened is we left Billy in this room, right here. And then he got eaten. So we'll need to be careful. I'm guessing it's that guy who gets up and attacks any character that's left behind here. We already read that last time. I wonder if we can burn the guy. I don't like the idea that he's gonna get up at random while we are exploring the new area with Rebecca. But apparently we can't prevent it. So this time we'll do the same exploring with Rebecca, but we'll be regularly switching back to Billy to make sure he isn't being attacked yet. Alright, we're pretty well armed with Rebecca, though also injured, so I hope we find some good healing items soon. I'm watching you like a hawk. I'm watching you. Alright, more lore that we already looked at. about how the director guy is really creepily obsessed with the leeches. We can't carry the gas. And also Leech Man is here. But not here. Let's just quickly switch back. I know you're gonna get up sooner or later. Like you might be a non-interactive object I can clip through right now, but I know what happens. I know what happens. I'm watching you, buddy. I'm trying to remember when he even got attacked. Because it happened so suddenly. When I finally switched, he was already dead. So my apologies if the random switching gets obnoxious. We actually checked this room the last time. There's a save point in here. And more gas. I'm still not quite sure where that zombie came from. Maybe I should have checked out the footage from last time. Anyway, this is a save point, so we might just leave the grappling hook here for a spell. Just so we can make some Molotovs. We have ink ribbons in reserve, but I still don't feel comfortable wasting them right here. Maybe I should just do it though. Tell you what, we'll explore 1 or 2 more rooms and then make a new save here. After all, one of the mistakes we made is being too stingy with the ink ribbons and too generous with the other resources, when we should be doing the reverse. Use more ink ribbons to make better saves, so you don't use the other resources. Okay, so does that guy get up when I entered this door? Because I don't remember getting much further than here. Yeah, I remember getting into this room and then having Billy call for help. But he's not doing it this time. That's making me anxious. If we find a healing item, we could send it down to Billy. Or Billy could send a weapon up if Rebecca ends up in trouble. It's like that area at the very start in the train. We've come so far. You notice how that guy is not really dead and is actually doing... No, I want you to shoot the head. Welp. Yeah, there you are. I got him that time. Ah, the power of being able to redo things. I don't like those post-mortem spasms. Anyway, it's a paper. Ah, right. So the code, 1 4-digit code we need to remember, is going to be based on this. So like I said, I think it's 4821. I'm actually gonna write that down. It's a miracle I even remember that. Poisonous gas, right. We probably need to put something in there. We'll find out what later. This guy is undoubtedly gonna get up at some point. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I heard something. Get back. Those were multiple zombie moans. I think that means we're gonna have to get out the shotgun. Yeah, there you go. Wow. 2 shotgun shots and he still isn't down. And now poor Rebecca is in danger as well. I hate that they always get a hit in when you get grabbed. Okay, there will be some construction work in a bit, so I might have to turn off the microphone for a little while. I'll just keep playing, but well, you'll know it when it happens. Can these guys stop getting up? He just doesn't stop getting up. Yeah. Ow.
Resident Evil 0.
Not exactly the best start, but... Okay, you can probably hear that noise. I'm gonna turn off the microphone for a bit and we'll turn it on again when the noise stops. Apparently that was it. Or maybe it wasn't. I'll turn it off, turn the microphone off again if I need to. There we go. I wonder if we should just make more saves this time. Anyway, let's give it another try. No need to get frustrated right away. You know, as much as I respect the door transitions, they get incredibly grating upon redoing certain sections. That's one of the worst things about losing progress in this game, is honestly just having to rewatch stuff. Okay, considering we have 4 ink ribbons, when Rebecca finds the one in that upper room, I almost feel like we should just go ahead and save there. I mean, if we have 4 in reserve, we might as well, right? So let's not even go into the... Well, I guess we could get into the safe room just to get the Molotovs. But I'm inclined to say let's explore the other area first, just to get that... get that done, because there isn't that much else to look at there. Oh, and we need to watch out for Billy not dying. Let's put him in a corner here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so there's a zombie on the ground there that will absolutely grab us if we approach. You know, I didn't really think I was that close, but I guess that's my own fault. Now, of course, this room is gonna wreck me because there are way too many zombies that just won't die. Uh-oh, I forgot about Billy. He's dead. Like, I'm in a room transition right now to get Rebecca to safety, but Billy is dead. Almost certainly. Yep.
Resident Evil 0.
We're going to need to be a bit more methodical about how we do this, or we're gonna see this one short section a lot today. So you know what I was doing lately, what I haven't been doing? Just browsing around on Twitch a bit. Like, I used to really like following a few games that I know about and seeing if people are trying them, if people are streaming them. It's kind of fun to see people try stuff like Paper Mario and such games that I know from the past, especially if they're trying it for the first time. Problem is, it's so hard to... there are so many people, it's always hard to get invested in so many new streamers, right? So I'll be like, on the one hand, I want to start chatting with this person, but I'm always worried that they feel like they'll feel bad if I don't follow the channel. Because they might be playing one game I like, but then I, you know, notice the lineup and it's lots of stuff I'm not that interested in. It's not like I owe them anything or they owe me anything, but it's you can probably understand that feeling. You want to chat with this person and be nice and talk about the game they're playing, but at the same time you don't want to set expectations. Because I'm pretty unreliable about visiting streams. There are people I do follow, and I can't always be in their streams either. And sometimes I can't watch them because it's a game I still need to play as well. What a situation. I hope it's understandable, but it's always... You never want to disappoint people, you know? The music here is very nice, by the way. I think I mentioned that last time, but... Oh, I didn't grab the map this time. That's not optimal. I wonder if there's an item behind him, because he's just kind of standing there, but he's very easy to avoid if you just want to move on. Which leads me to believe that there might be a reward to actually trying to kill him there. Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna explore this room first. If we die again, I am going to go straight for the save point next time, just to not have to do that part again. So this will be the last time we redo this section, for sure. Actually, you know, I could just save right here. It's tempting to, really, but... We all know how stubborn I can be about saving ink ribbons, even when there's no real benefit to it. Okay, so... This time the guy didn't grab me, so that's an improvement. So is this grabbing that note, is that the trigger for activating the zombie in Billy's room? It's not, so is it entering the room, Rebecca? Can go in here. I feel like it happened earlier last time, but... Maybe the game feels awkward about doing it, but I'm so aggressively watching. Like, come on, we can't have a non-interactive object turn into an actual zombie while you're watching. Come on, be fair. Okay, now I'm going back here, and I'm going to immediately switch to Billy. Still nothing? That just makes me even more anxious. Why isn't he getting up this time? Oh man, if I actually kill the zombies in here and then I hear that walkie-talkie, I am going to be very salty. I'm in fact already very salty now. Still nothing? Chemicals used for surgery, huh? Oh my! First aid spray. I guess Billy needs it most. Although Rebecca's already down here. There's not much we can change about that. The green chemical, okay. This door is decorated with a bust of Marcus. There's a space in the base for some kind of object. You and I both know you're gonna get up. Is it randomized, maybe? Oh, actually, you know what happened in both last playthroughs, but not this one? Rebecca got grabbed by the foot. By that one zombie in the room next to this one. Anyway, this might be a bad idea, but I think we should send up the first aid spray to Billy because he has more health. Hopefully he can get down here at some point. It'll make things harder for Rebecca, but it might be a good idea on the long term to have a character be undamaged. Okay, we'll see if I regret this. But here you go, Billy, my man. Okay, so I'm almost certain, as weird as it is, that the zombie grabbing Rebecca's foot is what triggers the zombie to get up here. Very strange, isn't it? Where are the bullets I put down here? Just off camera. Well, anyway, we have the green chemical, and it's pretty clear what we're gonna have to do with that. We're gonna have to use it in this room, but... Well, I guess we can do that first. I just don't know if it'll activate something like an encounter. Because if it will, then it's better to save now, but... Green is the color. Achievement unlocked. I am not sure what that changed. Like, is the gas safe now? Is that, does it imply that? Do we just need to keep pumping more gas into it? I thought for sure the green chemical was something I had to use here, but maybe it was just a healing item that I just wasted like a fool. I hope that's not the case, but it might be. Anyway, let's go activate that save point before I lose my progress again. We'll leave this here for now because we don't need it. At least we don't need it yet. But I'm sure it'll come up again at some point. Alright. Now we grab the ink ribbon. Oh, it's another 3 even. So we have 7 right now. So we can be very generous with them. But before we do, we check if Billy's okay. Billy's okay. And so we save with Rebecca. Since we've used up all 20 save slots, let's go back to 1. Alright. Now we won't have to redo that earlier section again. Let's leave the ink ribbon here too. No point in dragging that around with us. I guess we could go back to the room with the chemicals and see if there's something else to be gotten there. If not, we'll have to see if the leech man is standing in front of something we need instead. He was hiding the crank in the training facility, so it's entirely possible. I'm trying to be careful because the camera angle can really cause problems. I don't want to create a situation where I get grabbed by that guy after all. And then Billy gets attacked by a zombie too. Would just be a generally catastrophic situation. Maybe there's another chemical here we can use. Also, I wonder if the shape, if it's gonna be like a leech. We need to put in there, like a figure of a leech. That's what it seems to be anyway. Can you just use it here? You can, but... It appears to have a neutralizing effect on poisons. Okay. Oh, maybe this little paper would tell us how to use it. Investigators report. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The results of his research have been kept under wraps this entire time. The reason became clear here at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we understood. There we found evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved. Some of them were taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secrets safe. Where the doctor is now, I don't know, but considering the recent rapid growth of Umbrella Corporation, I can't help but think that this research is continuing. Yes, his experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruit of his research, they fill this facility. The rest of the notebook pages are missing. So some people were onto it, but you already have the green chemical. So you can simply use it. Okay. Let's try something. Perhaps I was too hasty in how I tried to use it. In fact, that's almost certainly it. Let me not get grabbed. Maybe if I interact, it'll ask me to put it in. That makes more sense. Or not. A stripping agent? A stripping agent used to weaken the grip of certain types of materials. And okay, at least I can't accidentally use this in the wrong place. So where would I apply the stuff then? I can't put it in the Dr. Marcus door. We need a leech for that. Okay, we can't simply unlock the door with the stripping agent. I guess that makes sense. Oh, okay. I have a new idea. Maybe the whole stripping agent thing is a matter for later, and what we really need to do is use the hookshot again. I mean, when they use phrases like it's too high. No? But this would be perfect for the hookshot. And here I was thinking I was smart, but no. Weaken the grip of certain types of materials. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Can we give this over to Billy, I wonder? Well, we can just try to clear the poisonous gas room with it, but... Alright, we can't use the stripping agent here. So where would we use it? Probably not here, but I'll try it anyway. You know, it is kind of creepy how he moves his head with you a bit, like it's... It's kind of creepy, really. It's a good clue to tell you he's still alive, but having something that's supposed to be dead slowly move its head in your direction. Should that kind of deception really be possible from a zombie? Reminds me a bit of the necromorphs in Dead Space playing dead. Some kind of mysterious thing on the operating table. Well, the point here is to see if we can give the stripping agent to our boy Billy. We can't even select it. Now the stripping agent, could we use it to break down that wall through this door? Seems a bit far-fetched, but I guess that could be it. If I try to add other chemicals, will anything happen? I guess we can try that when we're desperate, but... I guess our first order of business might be to check out Leechman room again. Just briefly see if there was anything hiding behind where he was standing, like I thought there might be. I mean, why would he be in just that room? I hope 3 Molotovs will do the trick, though. Well, come on, then. Collection of leech samples. Press the button, sure. The capsule appears to contain a specimen of a leech. Ah! So this is what the stuff is for. There we go. A blue sculpture specially shaped in the form of a leech. Didn't even use my my Molotovs, didn't even take a hit. Why am I hearing this music? Like it's not with her, is it? Where is it? Why am I here? Well, I'll just get out of this room then if the music doesn't want to stop being scary. I'll just escape. Now I'm anxious because didn't that just open this place? Let me check real quick. It did, okay. Okay, so we can send Billy that way, but how about we let Rebecca do her thing first for a bit? Leechman can't open doors. Their hands are too gross and slippery. Anyway, my greatest worry is that I'm gonna be too injured to fight whatever awaits us at the end of this. Billy is fine now, but if we send him out and he gets hurt and we don't have other healing items... The wrong key? Well, that opening is green and the leech we're holding is blue. Maybe we need a green leech? And the blue leech opens something else? Okay, it's probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna make another save here. Because we're still doing well. And like I said, we can actually be a bit more wasteful with the ink ribbons as opposed to the other resources. Okay, now that Billy's all saved up, we can go into Leechman territory. It might be unwise not to bring the blue thing though. After all, this entire thing will revolve around cooperating between Rebecca and Billy from a distance. So let's make sure to send Billy the blue thing first. Sorry, I'm still planning everything out in my head here. Here, have a leech. Because I'm sure we'll be able to use this somewhere, and perhaps that will open the door to the green leech. We'll send that over to Rebecca and profit. Oh, though we should probably be noting that this guy is sitting here. This could be another room where if you keep the character there, they'll get attacked eventually. So that's something to watch out for. Okay, so we can't even insert this yet. Oh! Herbs! We should have left the ink ribbons, huh? Oh, we'll come back for them. Ah, you see, this is why we need to put the blue leech. I was completely correct, and I feel very intelligent for predicting this. Bye, Marcus. Oh, this is a nice room. Mysterious objects are floating in the water. Billy doesn't know what fish are. What's that? Can't carry it, but what is it? Well, we need to drop something. Excuse me, a what now? Oh. A photograph. There's something written on the back of the photograph. To James, to commemorate your graduation, 1939. Huh. Old photograph, yes.
Judging from the age, that guy could be Marcus's son or grandson.
Okay, thanks, Billy. You can do math. Okay, this room is a dead end, so I don't feel too uncomfortable walking in here. There's no way in heck that guy is gonna continue to sit here. Oh. Told you. I mean, not that you denied it or anything, but... The cable car, huh? Okay, there we go. Wasted a bit of ammo, but we got him. What's in this room? A green leech, perhaps? Well, it looks like it. But I can't carry it. And this is for the cable car, which we should send over to Rebecca. Okay. We may have to do some reorganizing. It's kind of horrible the way they twitch, isn't it? I don't know what the best thing would be to leave behind. There are no zombies here anymore anyway, so the only thing we need to avoid is the leech man, right? Okay, we're gonna have to do some back and forthing. As if that's even really a thing. We may have to take a few hits for Billy. It's awful, but... let's see. I wonder if we're still fine or if that put us down to caution. Billy has a lot of health, but he can only take so much. He's still fine. Okay. So yeah, this needs to go to Rebecca. Now our next order of business. Let's see, we need 2 herbs and the... Yeah, we're not gonna use the bullets anymore, so we need the 2 herbs and the blue leech. Actually, there's 3 herbs out there, aren't there? Well, we're not gonna use our weapons anyway. I hope we can avoid Leechman this time. He always, the hallways are so narrow, he always seems to get a hit in. Okay, that was basically mostly my own fault. Oh, come on, my own fault. Move, 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 okay. I don't really think there's any point in having a green herb and 2 red herbs, but we'll send at least the green and the red down to Rebecca so she can heal up a bit. She's been in caution for too long. Man, we're gonna have to move a lot of stuff over to Rebecca, huh? Gonna have to pass by the guy and take 2 more hits, because that's just the way it goes. There isn't really a dodge button, is there? Kinda makes me wish there was one, but... Ah, missed me that time. Let's see, so we got the thing to make the cable car work. But where do we put it? Regardless, let's send over the leech now. Having all the herbs up here makes me wish it was Rebecca up here so she could do all the mixing. Guess it's just the way it is. I think there's a cat making noise here. I hope someone will attend to that. Now we need this thing to get the cable car working, but where do we actually put it? Because I want to get the herbs, obviously, but... Oh, he's here? I really hope I can insert the stuff to get the cable car working right here, but it looks like it might have to be in there. I mean, I can't just stuff it in right here, can I? then it's probably a good idea to just put it down here. This is one situation where I wish we could send at least a few things at once. Okay, the cat is still making noise. If it keeps up, I'm gonna have to open a door or something myself, but I was really hoping people would be handling that. Okay, so kind of torn on whether or not I should take the bullets with me, because it's just gonna be more... No, not you. It's just gonna be more fiddling around with inventory stuff when we get to the room, but... Just making absolutely sure I'm going in the right direction. So, do we not have a solution for the poison room yet? Doesn't look like... Oh, the thing is right here. Okay, no one is gonna do something about the cat, so I'm gonna have to let her into the room or something. 1 second, sorry. I'll just do an ad or something while I go help the cat. 1 second. Right, sorry about that. The cat has been rescued. I wonder if we should send over the red herb or keep it here for now. Like, the first one is obviously going down there, but we have another one. Anyway, Billy can pick up most of his stuff again now. No, don't look at the books, Billy. It's too late for that. Just grab the weapons. Okay, so we have 3 more ink ribbons on this end. Okay, Rebecca, you're up. Let me just make sure everything is still working on Twitch. Seems to be. Okay, and we're fine. But just barely, I think. If either of them takes a hit, they're no longer fine. Okay, so you, Rebecca, have a number of ink ribbons, but I don't know how many. We could check the room to see what's in it first. Or we could use the ink ribbon now. Tell you what, I'll have a quick look, and if it's dangerous, like very dangerous, we'll go back out and save with Billy. There's something here, but is it a normal little zombie or a very dangerous leech man? It's a morgue. Okay, it took him a long time to die. Ugh. And back into caution. I knew it. I knew that would happen, but it's fine. It's not fine, but we'll deal. Sterilizing agent. So we've got a stripping agent and a sterilizing agent. Ah, right, so that's the solution for the poison gas. Very good. This area isn't overly complicated so far. I like it. Okay, let's go use this sterilizing agent then. Alright, very good. The room is now not poisonous. However, there is a zombie in there, and it will eat my face if I go in there. So let's do it. Maybe not. Breeding room key. It's a disquieting name. Okay, well, lots of resources wasted at this point. Oh, no, it's dead. It's dead. Okay, I was getting a little panicky there. Of course I had to fall for that one. Billy, you're up. Come on. We both know you're gonna get up. Well, now it's completely unsure what actually causes that zombie to get up. Like, that one here got up because I opened this room, so there are clearly triggers that cause certain zombies to activate. I mean, activating sounds like kind of a weird term, but anyway, breeding room. So what is the breeding room? Oh, he's here. I knew it. I knew it. He did activate. This is the gun dance. Okay, anyway, he's dead. But we are quickly running out of resources. A key engraved with the visage of a hideous monster. Okay. So this is the breeding room. I don't know if I want to be in here. Maybe we should save first. Yes, I'm getting really bad vibes from this room. I'm gonna save first. You know what the good thing is about this stream though? We had a bit of a challenging start. Like just getting in through the first section, but now we're chugging along, making pretty good progress. And hey, with emptier pockets, we can finally carry more stuff around. So she has only 2 ink ribbons, while Billy has 3, leaving us with 5. It's only fair that Billy uses one of his, then. Yeah, I need to be a bit careful. I'm trying to find the right balance for when to save, because it was obvious I was being too stingy with the ink ribbons, and it left me to only ever save when I was in desperate need. So now I'm saving when I'm not in desperate need, but we only have 4 ink ribbons in our possession right now, in total. Which is fine to have in reserve, but you never know when the next set of ink ribbons will be found. So I hear him in this room, but he's actually on the lower floor, I think. So I don't think we need to actually be scared in this room. So, what's in here? Broken cages. Having been smashed open from the inside. Uh-oh. I told you I had a bad vibe. What are you exactly? Oh, just hunters? Ow. Okay, they are quite aggressive. Remember when I played Resi 1 and I made that you're a lizard Harry joke? That was those were the days. I remember it fondly.
0.
I guess I'm still being punished for that terrible joke. In any case, so there are hunters in that room. But there's most likely something we need there. So let's just run through it once and see how that goes. Yeah, there's no Leechman here. Leechman doesn't exist. So, can we get through here and grab what we need without taking a hit? Okay, but can you give me a moment to check out this paper? What is this? The dial, okay, and that's what Billy needs. Research to date has shown that when the progenitor virus is administered to living organisms, violent cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organism's use for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential to enable further growth. I conducted a number of experiments in an effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta. Perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibit only explosive high-energy growth and increased aggressiveness. It is extremely difficult to envision them using them as BOW. Amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in leaping power and abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental ability was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test subject randomly attacking all moving objects. Usefulness for BOW is limited. Mammalia. The progenitor virus was merged with monkey cellular DNA, resulting in increased fertility. The resulting young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by an improvement in hearing ability. However, they were unsatisfactory as weapons. It does seem that no progress can be made without making humans the base organism. Right, so Rebecca is already in danger again. That seems to just be her lot in life. But we killed all zombies up here, leaving only the hunters, so... hopefully we can... let her relax for a bit and let Billy handle the rest. You know, I really had to think to pull up his name again for some reason. I don't know why. It's because... oh, I remember. So the name that came to mind first was Harry, and that's because I made the stupid joke with "you're a wizard, Larry." You're a lizard, Harry. Larry. We're just changing the story every time. Words, language, nothing matters. Anyway, let's send the dial over to our buddy Billy. So he can do the save thing. Whoops. Let's make some room then. Alright, can we do the puzzle without defeating Leechman? Huh? Okay, I don't quite know where that zombie came from.
0.
Maybe we should put her in a different room. You know, the first thing I was actually thinking is that the hunters had stalked her somehow, like they might be able to follow her from room to room. But no, just a random zombie. Let's just preemptively put this on the ground. Right, so we run to the other side of the room, we grab the dial, and we try not to die. Heal. Okay, so... Ow. Hey, come on, don't stun lock me, guys. Be a little bit reasonable. I'll accept taking a hit, but don't do this to me. And I was doing so well. Did you notice that dodge when I initially grabbed the dial? They didn't hit me before then. But then they had me cornered. Fighting is actually probably the best solution in that situation, but I don't have the resources to kill 2 hunters. I barely have the resources to kill 2 normal zombies at this point. We might have to send up some bullets if we keep getting stuck here. You know, it does create a cool and interesting dynamic where you have to keep an eye on the room. Like, if there's a corpse that hasn't been destroyed sitting somewhere, you need to consider the fact that it might get up. You can't leave a character there indefinitely. The only place where you're guaranteed to be safe... it gets up immediately when you send up the dial, by the way. Would have been nice to notice that the first time, but... Hey, let's send her here. It's safe here. I think. Let me have a quick look around to be absolutely sure. Yeah, there's nothing in this room. Okay, so we take the dial. And I'm guessing this is when the code we just try to figure out becomes relevant. I'm certain that Mr. Leechman is gonna get a few hits in on me, but we'll have to accept that. I mean, surely they aren't gonna sick another giant animal on us before healing us. That range! I should have just gone for it. Yep, now we're in orange caution. Okay, so what I thought it might be is 4. 8. 2. And 1. Maybe not. It's a bit tense to be trying to figure out puzzles with this music, but... Ah, okay. June 3rd, maybe? Let's see, June 3rd would be... I mean... Uh-oh, he's coming. You know, I was so sure I had it that I barely even thought about. Because the other clue is what the source of the entry code is on some Children's Grove. Which means this has to be it. I guess it could be February 3rd. Every time I mess it up, he takes another step. I'm going to assume that I was right in using this paper, but that I made a mistake in my logic. So let's reason this out from the beginning. 4 leeches. Double their numbers. 8. Now this is where I messed it up. I started from 2, probably because it was blue, but blue just means a decrease. So this is 6. 4, 8, 6. And half of them lost, which means 3. Which means the proper code is 4863. I hope. Yes. Okay. Well, there was a silly mistake the first, the other way I tried it, but at least we figured it out in the end. Okay, cutscene.
Maybe I could use this.
Rebecca here. Over.
Billy, I found something here that might make you happy. It's an aerial cable car.
Really? That's great. Now we can get out.
Yep, let's regroup as soon as possible. Over.
Roger.
Very nice, a cable car. I'm guessing that is our ticket out of here then. Well, hey, now that I know the code properly, it won't even matter if I lose a bit of progress. Okay, and now Rebecca can get down here. And also, there's something there. It is some sort of thing. No power, right. So he can go up and reunite with Rebecca now. Which is good. Right, if that's the whole area and the cable car just leads to the end, I will be surprised. But also elated that I've made so much progress. The problem is, where do we put the coil things? Because we need both these things to get the cable car on the move. Oh, actually, there's a thing that requires the grappling hook. Hook shot. I should really just call it hook shot. Okay, let's get Rebecca back to where Billy is. Okay, here we go. Give each other a hug. Billy just takes a step back. You can go into T mode again, but... Wait a minute. Do you not have any more ink ribbons? Oh, we left Billy's ink ribbons up in that room, didn't we? That's a problem. I kind of want to save, but I also kind of don't, because it's risky, but we'll just make a new save. Like I said, there's no point in being overly stingy. Although it might be good to definitely go back for Billy's ink ribbons before we get out of here. So that area where we can shoot up, is that a place we need to bring all the stuff to as well? Or will we just find a key that opens that smaller room in the middle of the room? Because that's what I would assume. Unintentional rhyme. Let's see. Oh, no, we definitely need to put it here. Well, it is what it is. Oh, we can probably open it, right? Because I can see the typewriter right there. Could we pick this up, please? No, we can't. Okay, I'm driving myself crazy here. 1 second. Here you go. Cable car activated. Alright, so we could just go into the cable car, but I feel like that's leaving this area, right? I mean, aren't we fully done here? Let me check the map to see if that could lead somewhere. No, there is one room we haven't checked, but at this point, should we even do it? Oh, that is literally the cable car. Whoops. Ignore me, I'm talking nonsense. Anyway, we'll send Billy back for the ink ribbon. It might be a bad idea, but we have been so generous with the ink ribbons that it's actually kind of a bad idea to leave any behind. Like, if we're gonna be so, if we're gonna be throwing them around left and right, we better make sure we actually get them when we get the chance, so let's quickly head back and hopefully not die. Whoa. Hey, come on, man. I don't like the acidic the effect when he bites you. It looks horrible. Okay, we can't take the red herb because I should have left something else behind, but that's fine. Okay, and that brings our total up to 3. 3 in reserve. That's not a lot, but it's what we have. Okay, now can we pass him by without taking many more hits? Nope. I hate having to run into the direction where you push the enemy. Anyway, welcome to danger. Welcome to everyone is in danger. Should we use another ink ribbon? Or should we save the other one? I guess we should save it. This is such a small segment we just did. Like I said, I've been more generous with the ink ribbons, but there have to be limits as well. They are still a precious resource, even if there are more than before. Of course, now we'll find out the cable car triggers a battle scene against hundreds of zombies. Uh-oh. You know, it wasn't exactly an encounter with hundreds of zombies, but it was definitely not
Resident Evil
not great either.
0.
And here I was, thinking they might make it easy for me this time. I wonder if we should just give the grenade launcher with the 2 remaining bullets to Rebecca. Just for this encounter. Man, this really makes me wish we had a healing item. Alright, the door is open. Now, if we go back for the ink ribbons, maybe we should just make an extra save here. Let's see, Rebecca has the shotgun, right? She does, okay. Not that it will do much good against Leechman, but... let's just leave the one bullet behind. And there we go. We are now Leechman proof, I hope. Though it might be better to run than to fight. I'm guessing the plan is to actually go up here and quickly do fiddle with the thing and then go back. So we'll send Billy to get those ink ribbons again. We'll make a save and we'll see what we can do about our lychee friend. This is not the right way to go out. You know, these static camera angles are definitely particularly troublesome for someone who constantly, like, taps the control stick around. Like, I have a tendency to quickly readjust with small movements. But when you're, like, in the middle of a camera transition, that can be a bit dizzying, shall we say. I know this is not the right direction. I'm just trying to reset him to a more favorable position, if that's if that's possible, in any way, shape, or form. Nope. Oh, come on. Now he's already grabbed me twice, so I don't see this ending well. Yep, already in danger, so he's just gonna grab me and I'll be dead. Well, hey, we were making steady progress for a while there. There are always going to be roadblocks. It's nothing to get annoyed about. I went in the complete wrong direction out of sheer nervousness. Oh no. I'm getting paid. I'm having to pay a heavy price for my mistake. Gonna have to sit through this. You know, if I recall correctly, since I did look up where to find the Magnum, we should be getting the Magnum soon, but I don't think I want to go back for the ammo. Like, the resources it'll cost to get the ammo, well, might be a bit much.
Resident Evil 0.
We could not go back for the ink ribbons, although it feels kind of bad to be, but we actually succeeded in getting them the first time. But it seems like unfavorable positioning can really mess you up. One thing is, I'm not sure how to handle the Leech Man when you don't have a way to fight him. Like, what is the best way to avoid him properly? Like, I had the same issue with the dogs. Like, I could kind of invoke them to try to jump on me instead of just biting by facing them, but it didn't reliably work. Which caused me to get stuck in that one hallway in the train for a pretty long time. I hope we won't get a similar situation here, but Leech Man is definitely not being nice. You know, I am really happy that I went back and redid all the progress last time. Like, if I had to start redo all of that in a new week, I think my motivation to do the rest of the game would have just been killed altogether. Like, that bat boss was quite the roadblock we ran into. Like, I've never been stuck in that way. Like, there were puzzles we got stuck at because I didn't realize their simple solutions, but being stuck at a boss type encounter like that, all the bosses in Resi 1 went by just like that, but oh, we should probably bring the ink ribbon. Okay, let's try to get past him again. Wow. Man has trouble navigating. More at 9. So yeah, it's been pretty busy at work as well. The mail job, that is. It's good work, but they've been putting me on pretty long routes, which has a... well, it provides the necessary exercise, let's put it that way, but it does cost a lot of energy. You see, I just juked him that time, just ran right past him. Sometimes it is a matter of just being quick, I guess. He always has to do that whole, oh, I'm spooky, oh, look at me twitch and be disgusting. And then he doesn't attack you. That's your moment to run right past him like you don't even care. Now, even if we do take a hit, it doesn't really matter because this next encounter has to be with Rebecca, it seems. I guess it was going to happen at some point. No, come on. Because it's kind of frustrating that he throws the enemy just away from him. It makes sense. It's not like you can really think about where to throw it if it's biting you, but I would really like to throw it like over my shoulder. Like, whoops, now you're behind me. I mean, that's the least you could do. Okay, an attempt at a pun was made, but... Alright, let's shuffle the weapons in a way we like first, because Rebecca is gonna do all the work here. So we're gonna give her the shotgun ammo. Combine, and there we go. And then we are going to give it back to Billy. And then we're going to give her the handgun ammo. And combine that, so her gun is completely full as well. Then we're gonna give him back the rest of the bullets. Okay. This looks about as good as it's gonna get. So let's save. But a single hit will be enough to knock her out, unfortunately. So we might have to return to the prior save if everything just goes wrong here. Right, let's try this again. Now that we won't have to redo that section, even if this next one takes a few attempts, that's fine. So long as you can get back to it quickly, it's all good. Making mistakes and retrying is always part of the process, you know? Okay, so we are Rebecca now, yes? Okay, we are. Keep running. And don't stop. Climb up the ladder. You know, for once I'm really grateful there's a transition here, because imagine having to manually climb up with that long-limbed monstrosity after you. I see that the leeches were responsible for this. Come on, step on him. I was worried for a second there they were gonna interrupt it, like they were gonna force me to go back there without picking up my Molotov again. Okay, I have stepped on many leeches, and I don't even get an achievement. You know the modern age, we don't want to do anything without acknowledgement. Well, at least we know it won't be necessary to do it. So, what about Billy? He fell. It's miserable how much range that guy has.
Zero.
You're basically safe nowhere in the room. And that's fine if you have a bit of a health buffer, but if we're both in danger, it's not fine. Even so, like I said, we can give it a few tries. Maybe trying to kill it is the better solution here. Maybe we should just repeatedly Molotov it, unload one of those napalm shells on it, and see if that knocks it out. That'll give us the opportunity to just explore at our leisure. That might be better. I guess we'll see though. Yeah, I hate how much range he has per attack. I also don't like the way he comes running after you. Come on, don't miss. I wonder if a single napalm shell will just wreck him, because if it will, that would be an easy solution here. Of course, because this does feel like a transition between two areas, I am a little worried there's a boss encounter waiting for us right after this as well. They pulled those shenanigans with the bat, so... Well, anyway, we can avoid the leech man for a while. Okay, I'm gonna do something a bit risky, and I'm gonna unload a grenade shell on it. Okay, well... I don't feel that's very effective, but even if it is, standing still is probably not a good idea in that situation. In fact, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to even try to fight it. But where's Billy though? He fell over the edge, right? I hope he's okay. You know, I think I started bringing this up at an earlier point during the streams, but I am worried that there's gonna be an ending, like a bad ending, if we do a few things wrong. Okay, so that's the first step, is you avoid him, then... Yoink. And then you avoid him. Oh. Nope. Okay, rule number 2. You avoid him, but you also keep your distance, because when he gets the opportunity to grab a hold of you, he will. Of course, I am completely focusing on the whole defeating him strategy when we could just try to run by again. Maybe I should do that. After all, saving resources is the best way to do things in a survival horror game. It will always amuse me how quickly you can spin in a circle. Anyway, let's try the other thing again. Let's try to avoid and just move on. Alright. Disgusting leeches. Okay, our plan right now is to activate this and to hop right into the thing. Right into the cable car. I hope I don't have to actually squish the leeches every time. I doubt 3 leeches could remove that thing. Then again, they're supposed to multiply pretty quickly, so maybe this is a mistake. You know what the issue is? You can get around him when he's when you're in the position where you start, but when you get back, you'll climb down and he's right in front of you, right in front of the place where you need to go. So the only proper way to avoid him would be to go to the right first and try to walk around him, like fake him out. That, or we just kill him. I would like to get to the next area before the stream is done. Even though my voice is slowly dying. I think I'd be accustomed to speaking for longer periods of time, but in winter, my voice always seems to be a bit weaker. The cold air outside doesn't really help. Okay, so do we try to kill it? We're gonna do one. We're gonna try. Come on, Rebecca, please. Haha! You thought you could attack me, but I interrupted you by interacting with an item which paused you. You can't attack me when I'm looking at text. Those are the rules, Leech Man. Sorry. He really is a son of a leech, though, isn't he? This situation is awkward, but it doesn't feel as bad as the situation we got into with the bat. Like, this guy seems avoidable or defeatable, at least. But maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe he is completely indestructible. I don't even know. He did turn reddish when we threw the Molotovs at him, though, so there's no reason to think he's completely invincible in this encounter. Wow, the fall. Did you see that? Did you see the hope spot? Did you see the moment where they made me think I made it? And then he just did a... Sorry, I can clip my arm through the ladder across the room onto your shoulder, killing you. It's a bit like the little bats, you know, who also fly at you. Well, it's fine. We'll get through here. Alright, we may have to... change tactics if the escape thing really doesn't work. Although, last time it did almost work. Like, I managed to get around him, but then he did the extendo arm thing. Yeah, I would really prefer not to have to kill him. You know, considering the huge amount of resources it's gonna cost us, but... if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Because yeah, the range on that attack is not my favorite.
Evil 0.
But man, isn't it great that we made this save? On the one hand, it is both of us in danger, so it's not that great, but at least we won't have to keep redoing that segment where Billy gets the ink ribbons in the other room. You know what I also wonder? Would this encounter be preventable if you killed the Leech Man more often? Maybe if you killed him in an earlier situation, he wouldn't show up here? Well, anyway. Take, what, 6? 7? Several attempts later, anyway. Nope. Come on.
Resident Evil 0.
Hey, you guys remember this guy? Yeah, me too. I should probably find a new meme. That one is just, that one made such an impression on me. Yeah, maybe stand and fight is the proper strategy, you know, but like I said, I don't know what awaits us at the end of this, which is why I really want to preserve at least a few of our useful resources. For some reason, I'm having some major trouble actually getting Rebecca to the other room at this point. Like, it just shuffles after me. It hits me from across the room.
Resident Evil 0.
Maybe the way to do it is to bait out an attack when you're in the corner, then walk around him and for the ladder. They seem to just be doing something wrong repeatedly, like I'm in a bad rhythm or constantly doing the same wrong thing. So here's something interesting. I try not to. I don't always talk about gaming news, but I do try to stay up to date. So Valve announced a new Half-Life game. It's called Half-Life Alyx. It's a virtual reality game, and it doesn't seem to be Half-Life 3. It's interesting. No. On the one hand, it's a little weird to have a game. Okay, if you just move away quickly enough, it seems to work. That's a series that has been dead for a really long time, and people have been wanting episode 3 for a really long time. And it's interesting to see them continue it, but not exactly in the way that people expect. The hope, of course, is that this game is in some ways Half-Life 3 or episode 3. Or if it doesn't, that it at least opens the path to more Half-Life. And the fear, of course, is that it's just a gimmicky little experiment with the Half-Life branding plastered all over it. But I guess we'll find that out. To be honest, I'm just glad to have Valve make a video game. Like, remember when they did that? It usually goes well when they actually do it. I like all their games, especially Portal 2. Okay, now this is the segment where it gets really tricky. He's gonna come around the corner and attack, and we need to walk around him without getting hit, and then for the door. I really had no chance to defend myself there. Maybe, I think walking, like, away from him is a bad idea. You need to walk to the side, like a car chasing you, you know? You don't run with the car, because it's always gonna catch up to you. You dive left or right. Because what you don't have in speed, you make up for in maneuverability. The problem with this guy is he's very maneuverable as well. He's literally made of leeches. He's very flexible and disgusting. Anyway, this doesn't feel like an insurmountable obstacle like the bat. It's just an annoyance. Like, it feels like the stars just need to align for a certain attempt here. Nope. So long as you walk quickly enough, he won't get off the stretchy arm attack immediately. Stretchy arm attack. That's the best way I can label it. Alright, so we drop the Molotovs. Maybe we should, on the one hand, I want to commit to one method so I get practiced at it. On the other hand, I want to maybe try attacking him again as well. Because I haven't thoroughly explored it. The reason why I'm not doing that is because it offers him by far the most opportunities to hit us. Like, if we beeline for the door and then back, that seems to be the safest bet. But the problem is both require us to walk past him, and it just feels like a wild card whether or not he's gonna hit us. Because he is incredibly fast, he has arms that stretch all across the room if he wants them to. He has no style, he has no grace. This zombie has a funny face. Alright, that's an issue.
Resident Evil.
Like, if he just charges for you and does the arm attack, you're gonna take a hit when you come down the ladder. So maybe killing him is the right solution. Let's try to kill him a few times. I weep for the lost resources, but we need, if something doesn't work, it doesn't work. Maybe we just need to stand and fight. You know, I should probably post about my streams more on Twitter. Occasionally I announce the streams on Twitter, but usually I just post it in a couple of Discords. That's not really the way to build a community. But then again, I am very inconsistent with the stuff I stream anyway, so... Oh, man. Wow, her hand is burning.
Resident Evil 0.
I was just secretly checking Twitter, sorry about that. Sudden deep silence. Anyway, so... I think one of the strategic points to remember here is the Leech Man, does have a cooldown on the stretchy arm attack, but he can basically always grab you if you're in range. So keeping your distance is absolutely vital. Like, you can walk around him a bit, but you can't let him get close the way I did. I was just walking around him and basically throwing that Molotov in the back. Because I wanted to be absolutely sure it hit. But that certainty comes at a price. Of course, walking away too far and waiting too long means he gets another attack off, so the situation is altogether unpleasant.
Resident
Have we run into another encounter we can't get through? Tap. Tap. Billy, there's something on your nose. It was the cursor. So, neither fighting nor running seems to lead to much success, but running seems more fruitful. Even so, I will give the fighting one more shot. Now, you noticed the animation of throwing the thing takes too long. Throwing the Molotov, like she has to...
Resident Evil 0.
Like, I just got killed by being attacked while I was in my attack animation, so... The timing and distance needs to be pretty much perfect, it feels like. The problem is, it feels like you can barely get away when you come down the ladder again after fixing the cable car, he just runs up and hits you. And there's nowhere you can go. You can run towards him and just embrace the sweet kiss of death, or you can try to run in the other direction, right in a range and clear view of his stretchy arm attack. So neither feels very productive. Oh, huge mistake there. But you notice I turned for even a second and then he gets you if you do that. Absolutely zero tolerance for mistakes.
Resident Evil 0.
Yep, I didn't want to say it, but it looks like we might have a bat situation on our hands again. It doesn't feel quite as impassable, but it feels pretty impassable due to how unpredictable the leech man is. It just feels like a wild card, just like the little bat. Sometimes running around a bit helps, sometimes it makes no difference at all. Sometimes you can get a hit in, and sometimes you barely seem to land any hits. Maybe I'm just not understanding the situation as well as I should be. But we're gonna try running once more. Because that last attempt was just a mistake, really. Okay, see, if you just keep running, he can't do anything to you. Not in that segment. So we have a fairly reliable way of getting up here and fixing the situation with the cable car. What we don't have is a reliable situation to get back. Because now he's waiting for us. Alright, I keep forgetting that we have to drop stuff. It's kind of annoying. You know, this really makes me love and respect games that put important, like, quest items in a separate tab from resources. I know that makes things easier, but, well, I guess you can call me a casual then, because I like it that way. But hey, it is what it is. I won't continue to complain about it much. Okay, now here's the issue. I'm gonna come down that ladder and then what? Because if he gets that arm attack off, I'm dead. Do I run back and right, or do I run straight at him? Back and right almost worked once. Okay, zigzag, and... Well, this is as far as we've gotten anyway. Hi there. Oh, is that the Magnum? Okay. No, not yet. What is this? Oh, is that is the gun, okay. If we start the cable car, will we be leaving Billy behind? Ugh. This sucks. I'm in this room finally, but now I'm worried that I'm gonna do something very bad ending-y by activating the cable car. I mean, I guess we have the old save, but still doesn't feel very nice. Just to be absolutely safe, I'm gonna pick up the Magnum. Alright, so what happens if we activate the cable car? Is that just Billy dead? Laboratory complete. Okay, yes, but what about Billy though? This doesn't feel right. I'm very anxious about this whole situation. Okay, let's... get some stuff here. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, it's caution, but... I might have to have a quick look at if what we did just now was the right thing to do, or if we need to go back. Because poor Billy, rip. Locked from the other side, okay. Like, I hope we're just running into Billy here. Somehow. Okay, what is this area? Factory, okay, factory. I didn't know it would do that, but... Some kind of key, but we can't carry it. I keep trying to tap triangle to see if Billy is alright, but okay, I guess we'll leave the handgun here temporarily. The tag reads you. No, you. The way he just soundlessly appeared, like almost soundlessly, really startled me a bit there.
Ow!
Oh, come on. Are we really gonna have to use a magnum bullet on this nonsense already? Okay then. Already back into the danger zone. And I thought this area was safe. I feel like I was lied to. Anyway, that was pretty scary, really. They caught me by surprise. Well done. Oh boy. An ink ribbon, but I guess we could make a new save, but I'm gonna have a quick look and see if I made a fatal decision back there. One second, because I think I'm gonna close it off here in a bit, since I am quite tired. We'll pick it up again later this week, or next week, if this week gets really crazy. But let me just really quickly check. As far as I can tell, what I did was the... Okay. It seems like I didn't actually make a horrible mistake. So, it's a bit earlier than usual. We're about 2.5 hours, but I'm gonna call the stream done for now. But that was fun. I'm glad we made a lot of progress. We cleared a whole other area which was a lot quicker than the training facility. And now we're in the factory. Let's hope we can get through it at a decent speed. Wait, I did save, right? I'm gonna leave and just to check if I actually saved.
Resident Evil 0.
Okay, we are in the factory, but we are in a very dire situation in terms of health. So we may have to go back a save depending on how the circumstances are. But we'll do all that next time. So I hope you join me then. And until then, have a very good day or night. Bye-bye.